Yo, what is up, YouTube? We are back with another fucking video. Alright. Today we're watching Explore with Us. I'm already subscribed to them. Make sure to go like and sub their videos. And sub to their channel, my bad. Detective realizes the victim is actually the killer. Now, man, if that title don't get you hooked, man, I don't know what will.
All I know is the guy told me that they were suspects in a murder case. The first thing that popped in my head was that gun, and I don't know what the is going on, but I want to know.
Gifter. Yo, W sub Maddie. Oh, Matt. W sub to Matt. W sub, bro. Chat, what you mean?
Samantha Wolford, a young mother, a wife, and an aspiring YouTuber turned ruthless killer.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I was asked to do a video 15 weird things about me.
Sosa too,
she has arrived at the sheriff's office for routine questioning after her husband was kidnapped during an alleged home invasion.
All right, so can I say I'm gonna be dead ass honest. Maddie got low key pissed off at me because I like if she was in the chat right now, she'd be mad that I'd be letting you say this shit. Like, she don't get, like, dudes joke around like that. When I got off the stream the first time you were, like, doing that, she was like, no, you're good. I explained everything to her. I was like, yo, this is what dudes do. Like, they fuck, like, your mom, like, if we were in high school, I'd be like, yo, your mom's a MILF. It's just common. It's common as fuck. And she was like, I just don't understand it. I'm like, but she's cool, I swear to God. But that reminded me when she said that shit.
It was an unthinkably sadistic plot. The abduction of a young father and a futile race against the clock to find him before.
Hey, did you guys see that girl that killed her parents and then fucking went on? She was like posting, saying, "What am I gonna do with my life?" Or like saying, "I can't believe this happened," and then went to their funeral and then gave a speech. And then they find out, like a week later, she was the one that killed him. She made like a bunch of posts on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, and
it was too late. Rewind approximately 6 years. Samantha, a single mother of 10-month-old twin girls, was just 19 years old when she met 23-year-old Ernie Ibarra Jr., who was known to friends as Dagan. The two began a relationship which soon turned to marriage, and eventually the couple had 3 children together. Although they were doing their best to get by in the small town of Mount Pleasant, located in Titus County, Texas, the relationship was already...
No, look at, I swear, it just happened. Swear it just happened, like the past week. You get your Twitch check today? Yeah, guess how much it was, Sosa? I barely made it for the month. Like, when I say barely... Guess how much I got? It was nowhere near yours. $51. I literally made $1 extra. Yeah.
Starting to crumble. It was no secret that the couple had their problems. However, it ended up escalating to a point of no return, and no one had...
I mean, I know it's still... I know, yeah. But, like...
anticipated things would end in such a shockingly tragic way.
I just keep telling myself, bro, just keep grinding.
Titus County 911, what's your emergency?
I have a home invasion. My niece is tied up. I am at the verge of untying my niece at this particular moment.
Okay, she's tied up.
She is tied up and gagged.
And gagged? Is that what you said?
Ma'am.
Is there anybody else there?
Where are the kids? We have 5 small infants asleep.
5 small infants asleep?
Yes.
10 viewers.
Ranging from 7 to...
Matt, you want it? I think my peak last week was 9. So
1.
Hey,
7 to 1 years old?
10 viewers,
yes, ma'am.
Matter of fact,
does she know?
Did you know who the suspects are?
Like 25
Can I talk to her? Is she able to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Hi, Samantha. I know you're upset, but I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Do you need EMS?
No, they didn't do anything to me. They hit me once.
She's advising no. They only hit her once.
7 viewers.
I just asked my aunt if it was bruising or anything, and she said no. They hit me in the face. Okay. They hit you in the face. Yeah. They had me tied up and they dragged me down the stairs to face my husband.
Your oil change was $200. Are you serious, Sosa? Are you serious?
And when my husband went in and faced me, they hit me in the face. Like, backhand slapped me. And so he looked at me then and they said, I thought that would get your attention. And I want you to stare at this woman. Do you want us to kill her? And he said, no. And they said, then tell us the truth. And he said, I don't know anything.
When someone gives way too many details on a 911 call, this can be a warning sign that they may not be telling
Well, I have a 2023. My shit was 50
the truth. The purpose of a 911 call is to get help immediately. As Samantha is not currently in danger anymore, her primary focus should be on getting help finding her husband. Instead of requesting that officers be sent right away to search for him, she's telling an elaborate story about
stream went crazy yet? Bring my What do you mean? Where do I go? I go to the one downtown. Toys Done Right.
About what supposedly happened. There's no sense of urgency in getting her husband found. If someone is lying on a call to emergency services, they may feel the need to offer up all these additional details because they want to support their lie. Samantha's love for acting isn't a secret after all.
I've always wanted to be an actress. I think it is so much fun. I've been extras in movies. I've had small parts in like short films, and I've done plays. I think it is so much fun, and it is so beautiful. It is one of the most amazing forms of art ever to be able to express.
Who's subscribing to this and watching this shit? Oh, he works at Chevy, Sosa. You better care. No, you better care, Sosa. He works at Chevy. Next time you go get a fucking oil change, he's gonna fuck your shit up. He's gonna fuck your shit up. Woo. Sosa, next time you take your shit in, he's gonna drill some holes in your exhaust. You're gonna be leaving that bitch. It's going. I'll screw that bitch up on purpose. Chevy's blow. Matt, all you guys are Chevy heads. Sosa Chevy, Matt Chevy. Well, I guess I am. I'm GMC, but I guess it's the same thing.
Yourself that way. I think it's amazing.
Members of the Titus County Sheriff's Office.
So what if I dox you, Sosa? Huh?
Respond to the crime scene shortly after 2 a.m. Immediately, an investigation into the violent home invasion and kidnapping of Ernie Ibarra Jr. is launched. The following footage is raw body cam footage, recorded by Corporal Chris Durant and Deputy Ed Godoy, just minutes after the twisted crime took place.
Sheriff's Office.
I'm upstairs. I'm sorry, sir.
Transform trillions of signals into relevant reach.
Sorry. Okay. Here.
Are you still talking with Sheriff?
He told me that I have to stay.
She tell her you're here.
I did.
She's still picking
She
on
said
her.
she still has a few questions for me before I can get off.
Let me have it and I'll take care of it, and you talk to them.
So, walk me through what happened.
I don't honestly know what happened. I was in bed asleep, and we heard a noise, and the second I was able to open my eyes, somebody grabbed me and jerked me out of the bed and slammed me down on the ground and started tying me up and put a knife to my throat.
She's got. Hey, am I tripping, or is she kind of like explaining everything too good? Am I tripping? She's low key. Like, if that shit happens to you, I'm like, let me go smoke a blunt real quick. I ain't trying to talk about it.
He told me don't move.
Okay.
They were punching me over and over and over, and just he was fighting back, and I was just letting him do it. And
What's your husband's name?
Ernest Ibarra.
Ernest Ibarra. Okay.
The officer is conducting a typical investigatory field interview at this point. However, these statements can be admissible in legal proceedings. The body camera footage can be reviewed by investigators and inconsistencies discovered between initial contact and later interrogation.
One of them did say the name Luke, but that's it. That was all. That's only in identifying anything of God. One of them said, "Hey, Luke."
Take these mod badge.
And the guy turned, but that's the only identifying anything of God.
Samantha changing her voice to imitate the alleged intruder may be an attempt to dramatize the attack in order to make it appear more believable. Although her voice is emotional, she doesn't actually
thing right now on Twitch screen. Just join it. Just leave, join and leave. Join and leave. Join and leave. Join and leave.
Express much concern about Dagan, and instead seems focused on telling the
all these damn mods for what? So you guys don't block and mute each other. Because Matt's a mod. He was a mod. Matt's donated. He gets a mod. Alec streams with me, gets a mod. Sosa, is gonna stream with me, gets a
story
mod.
about everything that happened to her.
I only have 9 mods.
It's discovered that Dagan's phone was also taken by the assailants.
They took his phone, but they didn't take mine. I had mine hidden. So I was able to.
So he's got his phone?
No, they have his phone.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. What's his phone number? Huh? Well, I need that number. Get that number from me.
They cut my shirt off, and then after they made me stand there naked in front of him, threatening to do things to me. The guy said, "I can't do."
You were outside or here?
I was in the living room. So they took me to the living room. He said, "Get you a shirt and get it quick, because I'm not this type of person." So I started rummaging through my closet. He said,
NGL, she's capping. I can already.
I said, "Get it quick," and pushed the knife against my throat.
Where's the
So I just grabbed whatever shirt
Okay.
and put it on.
Okay.
But he grabbed my shirt and he started cutting it. He cut it down the collar, and then he said,
What's your name?
"Samantha."
Samantha
Wolford.
Wolford.
Where's that shirt at? Is it downstairs? What color is it?
It's gray sweater.
Gray sweater? Okay.
That's what I was sleeping in.
Okay.
Bitch.
Yeah, I've got the front door's been kicked in.
White boy? You think, I look white to you? Do I look white to you, bruh? Are you assuming my race? If you're trying to rage bait, you got me good. We're at 6 viewers. Oh, yeah. Okay.
As he dictates details of the crime scene to dispatch, Samantha handles her own urgent business. She sends out a text message that reads as follows.
Hey, all right, this is what we need to do. I need to do an emergency phone ping on. Yeah, and I've got the cell phone number.
The phone service company is immediately contacted in hopes that the position of Dagan's phone can be traced and lead law enforcement to his location before it's too late.
Was the spray paint already on the walls?
Yeah, somebody broke in over Christmas
Nate,
time.
go get one person to join the live, Nate. Please. Mod that guy. I like him. Nate, do you want to be mod? Nate, do you deserve to be mod? You think, Nate?
Or everything Halloween
Nate,
time and did that. He's already been out here once over this. They cut his hair off. I don't know why.
Is that
his hair?
That's his hair?
That's his hair.
Okay.
And he said.
And you said also the pants he had on?
He's trolling. Matt, he's probably trolling, bro.
He said you're going to want something of your husband and choked a piece of his hair off and threw it on the floor.
And you said those are his pants that he had on?
Yeah.
He followed me, so we're good. No, he followed me. We're good. We're good.
Where's the sweater you had on?
I think that's it on the dining room floor. Or on the chair.
On the chair?
Gray sweater, it's got a cut all over it.
Okay.
I said I got another car pulling up. Let me go see who this is.
Due to the fact that I was dialing with my nose.
Hey, just stay out there for just a second for me, okay?
I go out there.
Well, let's get this checked out real quick. Because right now this is the most important thing, you know. Let's get this all figured out.
Your name is Nate.
I don't see how me writing a statement is the crucial hours of you finding my husband.
It is because, I mean, this may help you trigger something to help us, you know.
About 2:02 a.m. There's someone seen 0.86 miles from a resident in Pittsburgh.
You know anybody in Pittsburgh?
Contact
Samantha does, in fact, know someone in Pittsburgh, as it just so happens.
Nate.
Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
As the deputy continues to gather information from Samantha, the corporal speaks with Samantha's mother, Rosie, and Samantha's aunt, Ginger.
Sir. How you doing?
Just fine.
You're the one that found her?
Nate, go make another account and join up real quick.
She's the one that found her. I'm the one she called.
Okay. So she called you first?
She called me.
Okay.
Bound and gagged, and then she called me. We live in Winfield. Do we have any idea where her husband is?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I'm assuming it has something to do with people that would be part of circle.
No, this is Sosa. It's Sosa. It's Sosa. That's who it is. It's Sosa. It's Sosa. I know it. It's Sosa. No. It's Sosa. It's Sosa. I know it's Sosa. It's Sosa. That's his backup account. Yeah, it is. That's you, bro.
It's the only thing I could possibly put together is that it had something to do with people that knew.
Samantha says that the intruders named someone she knows as the reason for the attack on her husband. For this person's privacy, as they were never proven to be involved in the case, we have redacted their name throughout. Samantha will continue to bring up this person's name throughout the investigation. Samantha sends out yet another urgent text message at 3:19 a.m. reading. At this time, investigator Chris Bragg arrives at the scene and the corporal begins to bring him up to speed. Interestingly, the investigator is immediately skeptical.
Yeah, Matt, he's cool. He can flame me all he wants. I'm good with the comments. No, you're good. I know you were.
So they've got a pretty volatile past, and we've arrested him before.
Yeah.
Assaulting her and the infant. Make sure she didn't do something to him and then stay at the scene to make it look like something happened.
The investigator is developing what's called a theory of the case. This is the same theory of the case work that a prosecutor will do in order to paint a picture of the criminal activity, linking physical evidence, statements, and circumstantial evidence to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
He looked down and he had cuts on the top of his head, and they had him kneeling right here, and they cut part of his hair off.
Because you two are the only motherfuckers that capitalize all your letters. Yes, I know it's.
After a brief search of the first floor, the corporal then guides the investigator to the staircase that leads to the bedroom where the attack began.
So they kick the door and they come up these stairs. And get them before they're able to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's the only part that's getting me is how do you... They would have to either be familiar with the place to be able to do all that and know where they were asleep. And the babies are asleep in there.
Both members of the sheriff's office observe that the conditions in the home are not ideal for children to live in after viewing the area where all 5 children lay sleeping, though the body cam doesn't capture a clear view.
Pitiful condition.
Yeah.
I'm not really seeing a whole lot of blood, though, for somebody that was pistol whipped.
The investigator proposes they have Samantha come upstairs to provide more specifics.
I haven't seen it or anything. All that. I don't know what's going on with or
what's going on.
Could have possibly got himself tied into this. But they kept saying, cause this. Asking for compensation, $20,000.
Remember this. It'll be important later on in the story.
If you would just hold tight her, so I'm gonna go get some evidence bag.
Look at her, bro. She just looks like a fucking meth head. I'm not gonna lie. She looks like she loves to do that. The good.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my camera. I'll be right back.
One more viewer. We're at 6.
Are you guys trying to accuse me of something?
No.
Her story immediately falls apart here, though Samantha's reaction is typical of someone caught in a lie. However, this is why all subjects under questioning should request counsel and refuse to answer questions. Police motives are not frequently known, though it's common to start with a large pool of suspects and eliminate them, rather than start with an empty pool and try to add likely suspects. This means you're immediately classified as a suspect or material witness until proven otherwise during the investigation phase.
What kind of gun is that?
The Glock.
Standard issued or?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it?
What?
Can I see it? Can you take it out?
No. Then I gotta do paperwork.
Really? I just was.
He's got to
Goodness,
every time he pulls the fucking gun, he's got to do paperwork, bitch.
Comparatively to the gun they had, I don't know guns, but the gun he had wasn't very big, or his hand wasn't very small, one or the other. It fit pretty closely to his hand size.
Well,
this is a very odd request given the circumstances. It's noteworthy that in the midst of Samantha's chit-chat with the officer, she doesn't appear distressed that her husband is missing. It's possible that this is her attempt to be friendly and distract the officers from the situation, since she may believe at this point that police may consider her a suspect.
What them kept saying, took someone from us. The only thing I can figure is they're saying like narked on someone. Because they said something about now he's behind bars.
What time did y'all go to bed last night?
Around 11.
Just a couple hours before the invasion occurred. Next time, she'll have a different answer to the question.
How old's your baby?
The youngest.
1. You got 4? 5? They were in there squirming a minute ago.
Let's see what is going on.
Investigators are doing their thing.
Samantha doesn't seem overly concerned about her children, but it seems she's already growing impatient with the investigation. Little does she know, this is just the very tip of the iceberg. At 6:10 a.m., just a few short hours after the violent home invasion and abduction of Samantha Wolf.
Are you off early time? I don't want to. Don't say no times or no. Wait. Well, you don't give a fuck. Are you off early today?
Wolford's husband, Dagan. She arrives at the Titus County.
You wanna stream or do something?
Sheriff's Office in northeastern Texas. It's here that the disturbing story will start to unfold. Samantha places a call to her mother, but displays almost no emotion during the course of the conversation. She appears very self-centered, and her behavior is quite strange for a woman whose husband is missing.
That's funny.
Biscuits and gravy, no sausage and french fries.
Samantha gives her mother a food order over the phone. It's surprising she has an appetite at a time like this. She lays on the floor, which is very childlike and is an unexpected behavior for an adult. Samantha consistently acts like more of a high school student rather than
No! What? Yeah. Oh my god. Man, Sosa's the type of dude to actually pull up and troll your ass, bro. Sosa's gonna pull up and troll your ass, man. He don't know what you look like. But like it's Nate's in here.
An adult mother of 5.
Nate's gonna be on that.
Chris, the investigator, enters the room.
Nate's on that.
Have we heard anything?
Nate's been in here quiet, waiting for you to die until you leak yourself. Hey.
Still working on it.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad. What's the word?
I feel like there's something he hasn't been telling me, but I don't know what.
What's your gut feeling to you?
I think it's something to do with.
It's just too perfect.
What do you think it would be going on?
I hate, and I'm usually right, and I hate that, but
has a problem with.
So I'm not gonna lie. You know who we could have be the judge of the cooking? Matt. He's a chef and he's not biased. He's called my cooking shit so many times. I'm just saying.
Getting involved in things that you don't need to be involved with.
If you want a good judge.
Samantha seems to be setting up a potential motive as to why the attack and kidnapping may have occurred. She continually brings up the same person in her speculations about what may have happened.
Has she been using any drugs?
No.
What about you?
No. And I can take a test right now.
This is a convincing statement which can be a red flag for possible deception. When someone is being truthful, they're more likely to just provide a straightforward denial. However, when someone is lying, they often feel some anxiety about whether they will be believed or not.
He's played a lot of 2K with me. We know.
So they may add on these types of convincing statements to support their lie.
So have you had a past?
Wait. Sosa Matt 1v1. Sosa Matt 1v1. College football. Ooh.
Me? No.
Never been involved.
One more fucking viewer.
It's interesting that Samantha states she's never been a drug user. However, David Smith, a former friend of both Dagan and Samantha, alleges otherwise.
Because there was one that come out there that drove a little silver.
What's R? What's R mean?
Jeep Liberty. He was supposed to be some kin to her, supposedly. But I found out later from Jeremy Rule that he was her pill dealer.
Oh, is that your backup, Sosa?
Needless to say, Samantha's credibility is becoming increasingly questionable.
You heard about what time it was?
Did you hear what we said?
I looked up at the clock and it was like 12:01 and I was like, Dad, you've got to get to bed because you have to be up in 5.5 hours.
Sure.
Samantha says she and Dagan went to bed at midnight, contrary to the 11 o'clock time she gave a responding officer at the scene of the crime, as you may recall. Already, her story
You want to 1v1 Matt on college football?
is beginning to change.
Oil change time. Candace. Remember when your boyfriend said he knew a guy who didn't know?
Change.
What's your first?
Matt, you hear that?
What's going on? What's
Well, I took Ambien, so it makes it a little harder for me to wake up. And I have a prescription with me if you want to see that. But when I can't sleep, it's supposed to shut your brain down so you can go to sleep, but also make it to where you can wake up really easy.
Samantha gives two more inconsistent statements back to back. When someone gives inconsistent statements, it can be a red flag that someone is lying. After telling one lie, there are likely additional lies that must be told to support the original lie. It can be difficult to keep track of everything they've already said, so liars may get tripped up on details and give conflicting information. It's possible that after she made the first statement about having a hard time waking up, she may have been worried about how that made her look, especially being a parent to 5 young children. She may be trying to backtrack because she wants to be viewed in a good light, so that her story about Dagan is believed.
Matt is a man of his word.
Of course. I remember at some point it was a little after 1. I saw the clock.
How do I?
Maybe on my phone.
How do I pin this?
So it's still pretty foggy because it's fairly early to wake up after taking a sleeping pill.
Nothing adds up.
Matt W, thank you so much, Matt. For real, you're literally the only motherfucker that supported me. Well. That way.
Considering she'd taken a prescription,
you've supported me a hell up with the ad views and the stream.
Sleeping pill and was woken up suddenly. She shows little emotion and talks
as set up the 1v1 for you guys.
As if she's reading from a script.
Versus BG motherfucking Sosa.
Individuals who've been traumatized rarely remember details in this way. Of course, this could be explained as Samantha trying to give the investigator as much information as possible in an attempt to find her kidnapped husband. However, the fact that Samantha has repeatedly given confirmation to the investigator that he can double-check her story,
thank Matt for the sub right now,
such as verifying her Ambien prescription, suggests that Samantha is trying to preemptively dismiss any suspicions the investigator might have about her story.
That's my new peak for the week. Wait, it's Monday. Never mind. That's the peak for the week, baby.
They said, do you want us to have to kill her too?
You can't hear me over the vid? Fuck, you're right. God. You can't hear me over. Fuck.
He said, no,
I'll just pause every time.
Please don't harm my kids. And they hit him in the mouth. Are my kids okay?
They ended up and he said we would touch the child.
Is he tripping, Sosa?
It's not, I don't know.
Oh, Sosa, I did the shit. Oh, that's why. Should I have it max? Which one's my video? Audio? Sosa, I'm not gonna be fucking here. Alright, bet. And leave it? And we're good? Are we decent? Don't even.
It was a tooth or was it spit or blood?
Don't even say that, Sosa. You're always bullying me, bro. Alec, you got a gifted sub from Matt.
Say thank you, Matty Ice.
This part of the story seems to be fabricated. The sweater she claimed to have been wearing had no...
Fuck me. God damn it. I fucking try to click some bullshit and then fucking audio Which one is that? This bitch? I'm just gonna turn it. I'm just turning everything that's not the mic down. And hopefully it works. Hopefully it works.
No obvious cuts.
I try to speak to everything.
Since you always coming in here bragging
about not to call the police. And he said don't call the police, and they punched me with the gun. And said,
Alex, so is on.
He said, please tell me what to say again. Please just repeat it.
Hey, Alex, Sweeter Friend just got a new setup too, so he's gonna be going live. You better be going fucking live tonight. You better be. Matt's going. We're playing 2K tonight. We're playing 2K tonight. Drop the
However, the 5 children nearby remained asleep through all of the chaos. The police, as well as Samantha's aunt, will scrutinize this assertion later.
You said something about some money or...
Yeah, he said, what do I have to do? Please don't tell me what I have to do. And he said...
Why is this bitch always doing the same fucking... Yeah, I gotta wait for a cord to hook up my mixer. Oh, I bet.
What you have to do? Can you come up with $20,000 in the next 5 minutes?
$20,000 in 5 fucking minutes.
What did that even
It was just black. I don't know anything about guns.
Could you know the difference between a revolver and an automatic?
It was definitely a police pistol. It was whatever those are.
Semi-automatics. It wasn't.
It was small, barely bigger than his hand.
You may recall that she had specific questions for the corporal at the crime scene.
What kind of gun?
You guys are hilarious, bro.
Glock.
The investigator now shifts the conversation to a different aspect of routine investigation. It could very well be that this is where things start moving in an undesirable direction for Samantha.
You two weren't fussing, you weren't fighting, you didn't get out of hand, you didn't punch him, kick him, stab him, shoot him, nothing like that. I'm not going to find anything any different later once we get there, because the deputies, they're out there right now, basically searching your house and talking about them for every piece of physical evidence that we can find today.
Anything that'll help them find him.
It could be a red flag that there appears to be a verbal and nonverbal disconnect here. She's shaking her head no while giving her permission for detectives to search her house. Partway through this statement, she switches to nodding her head yes, possibly realizing that she made a mistake.
Well, I should say that's why I want to make sure, because we're going to be checking your phone records, your family's phone records.
Normally, when the police want to search something, the Fourth Amendment requires them to obtain a search warrant. Otherwise, the search is unconstitutional, and the evidence they obtain will be tossed out of court. However, the police can obtain certain types of records without a search warrant. For example, the police could get a suspect's call records from their phone company. Normally, this record will only show the police what numbers the person called and at what time.
I know the truth. I have to absolutely know the truth that you had no
this bitch is lying.
Possible involvement in this whatsoever.
No.
You love her?
I wouldn't have gone back if I didn't.
What are you going to do to find her?
Whatever it takes.
Do you know where you
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Alec, clap back, sweeter friend. Clap the fuck back.
No, I don't.
Do you know who we can call to find her?
The only one I can think is because they kept bringing him up.
Other than that,
I have no idea. None.
Her palms go up in the rogatory position, which indicates that she may lack confidence in her statement. Palms up while making a declarative statement is seen as a big red flag, because it suggests the person is pleading with the other person to believe them, and maybe
I'm not gonna lie,
unsure in what they're
so on
saying.
it.
He doesn't have any friends. I don't go out much. The one friend that I do really have lives in Silver Springs. I don't like drama.
Shut up, bitch. You've been crying, like, saying all this shit the whole fucking time. You do like drama.
Having outside chaos, so I just stay home. I'm just a stay-at-home mom.
Samantha continues to attempt to steer the investigation towards the same person she named. She portrays herself simply as a stay-at-home mom. However, her homemaking skills seem to be lacking based on the condition of her house. As the police observe, the environment in the home is obviously not fit for children. In a report later drafted by investigator Chris Bragg, who is currently questioning Samantha, vivid details of the terrible conditions in the Ibarra household are laid out. The rooms are unclean and unsanitary, with trash, urine, feces, clothes, and dirty dogs.
Alright, I'm gonna say this. I know none of you guys in the chat have kids or engaged, married, or anything like that, and you guys are doing your life, living your life, doing whatever, or besides, sweeter friend. But man, if you guys, how do I say, like, bro, if you don't take care of your fucking crib, every morning when I wake up, call cap or not, I wake up, pick up, I have C4, I literally have one C4 bottle right here that I just drank, and I'll probably have one more there when I end stream tonight. I wake up, clean my water bottles up, take my C4 cans out. Twice a week, I take the trash out. I don't make my bed, I'm not gonna lie. I don't do that shit. But yeah. Hashtag besides sweet. But yeah, keep your fucking crib clean. And if you have kids, bro, and your crib's dirty, like, besides the obvious toys laying around and shit like that, man, I don't know.
I'm obsessed with, like, making sure an animal is being taken care of the way it deserves to be taken care of. They're like children. They can't take care of themselves.
Chris describes the children as dressed in dirty clothes and appearing not to have been bathed recently. We pick back up as Chris continues to press Samantha.
When I'm watching this guy,
Nate's back.
the guy over and over.
Generator Nate, dude, that was, I'm not gonna lie, that got my head. Nate, you got me. That was a good one, Nate.
No.
You told me that you felt good about, wanting to stabbing, killing.
At some point in time, everybody loses their temper. Have I ever acted out and hurt anybody? No. And you can look at my record on that.
When she says you can look at my record, this is what is known as a convincing statement. When someone is lying, they may make statements such as this that sound compelling in order to convince the other person.
Hey,
However,
Nate, real shit. Nate, stop it.
Who's telling the truth is less likely to use convincing
I'm getting
statements.
flagged for that shit. Wait, does that not matter? If I get
That's
flagged,
because the facts
is that
are
cool?
on their side.
I have one count of criminal mischief, and that was because I lost my keys to somebody and let me use their car. And they didn't have a license.
Now, when they cut your shirt off of you, was it violent or they just...
No, they jerked it out and started slashing at it with this apparently dull box cutter, and when it didn't work, it ripped it off over my head and threw it to the side.
So it wasn't really cut in half?
No, they started cutting like they were going to cut it down or across, and the blade wasn't working, so they said, and ripped it off over my head.
Guys, what if children are in my chat right now? And you guys are just cussing.
But as far as tonight, you had nothing to do with this. You don't know who did it.
No.
What do you mean you don't know why it's social stream?
Yes.
Hey. We can beef and we control, but we ain't gonna hate on nobody streaming and trying to follow their dream, bro. Both sides. You guys can call each other musty and all that shit, but don't be hating. Hey, we're not going that far. Hey, we're not going that far. Let's just chill. Everybody go smoke real quick. We ain't gotta be getting personal like that, man.
his boss, where he works.
Hey, target me, bully my ass. No, bully my ass.
The investigator exits the room and leaves Samantha to her list. A few minutes later, Sheriff Tim Ingram enters the room and tries his hand at getting to the truth with Samantha.
And this is why that it's very important, honey, that we want you to be honest, because I'll tell you what, the evidence we found on the scene, it's just not matching.
You guys, when you troll each other, you make each other mad, yes.
But I think you know who did.
I think more
you kidnapping, why is there his blood in those pickup? Kidnappers ain't gonna use the pickup to do something with him and then put him out there in the truck and haul him back.
Hey. I mean, so your setup's better than mine, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. Sosa, you do got a better setup than me. Way better setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody.
I know Sosa.
When someone is feeling especially anxious, their mouth and throat may become drier, which can lead to increased throat clearing, swallowing, or coughing.
We gotta bully me,
behaviors start or increase suddenly. It can be a sign to detectives that they're on the right track and need to question the suspect further. Samantha's cough here could be related to this. She may be panicked about the news that blood was found in his truck, and the cough is an attempt to reduce the discomfort and dryness she feels in her throat.
He got him somewhere. He was assaulted in John's house.
I told him that they got into his truck because they wanted his ID. Because they said they needed to verify 100% they had the right person, is what they said.
Keep working your job.
I don't know if
everybody keep working your jobs. Keep doing what you're doing and just keep going. Keep going. All right? All you need is the man upstairs. It's all you need.
They hit him not. They sent somebody else.
Thank you for the inspiration, Sosa.
Check his ID. Came back in and said yes. He is who it says he is.
Yeah, but they still don't explain why his blood is in the truck.
They hit him in the face like 100 times.
No,
so you're happy about spending that money for 100 subs? Wait, he didn't. Wait, what? So you're happy about spending money for your 100 subs? 100 subs. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Having 100 subs is a flex. To me, yeah. That's my opinion. I've been doing this shit for 3 years, and I have 3 subs and 100 followers. Well, not consistently. I've been doing it consistent for 2 months. I've never spent it.
He was never supposed to be in that truck.
If they had blood on their hands, and
regardless, 100 subs is 100 subs. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I'd be dancing around if I had 100 subs.
No, it's strip blood. It's not.
It's drip blood.
Yes, he was in that truck, and this is what's gonna look so bad is from your story.
Yo, stop. Hey, stop beefing. Stop beefing right now. Each one of you say your last thing right now and get the fuck out. All right? For real. We're not bitching and moaning in the fucking chat, bro.
You don't have to be a suspect. And I
squabble this shit, bro.
You did. I don't think you're strong enough to do it. But I personally, I think you're scared. I don't know if you had a boyfriend that you found out about.
The investigator is attempting to establish the existence of accomplices, and from there, the existence of one or more conspiracies.
I didn't have a boyfriend.
Okay. I don't know what the deal is, but Sam, you got your kids in the same room.
It's telling that Samantha says she's being as honest as she can. This may be another convincing statement.
Why are you bullying me so?
But someone who's telling the entire truth likely wouldn't feel the need to make claims about being an honest person. In addition, Samantha's statement here may have some level of truth to it. She's being as honest as she can be without incriminating herself. Adding on "as I can" may be an exclusion qualifier, which allows her to tell the detective some of what happened while withholding information about her specific role in the crime.
Bro,
there's this whole.
Hey. We're both gonna chill. We're both so roll up, bro. Come on now. I'm not telling you what to do, but let's get high, man.
It's just not making sense.
The interrogator is doing a good job of appearing neutral. Despite the evidence pointing to Samantha being dishonest with him, he makes it out as if he is on her side, The more she trusts the detective, the more likely she will be to confess.
Okay. All right. Finish out your statement before we let me in, okay?
Look at bro's last clip. Wait, what's your last clip, Sosa?
That was my phone.
Wait, hold on.
Where did he take that?
Well, we'll get a search warrant for your phone. That phone.
Guess who made that clip, Alec? Guess who made that clip? Guess who clipped that?
We're gonna have to look at.
Okay.
Or a text message or a thing. So we'll get a search warrant for your phone. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, Sosa. He has had the same girl for 6 years. He has that. I'm not gonna lie. He's got himself a wife.
Okay.
Well, not officially, but like you know what I'm saying.
I'm telling you everything I know. I'm repeating everything they've said.
Okay. Well, just go ahead and do you got your statement. We'll get back to you in, okay?
You can.
Sweeter friend.
I'm not somebody that gets into trouble.
Sit right there and tell me the same story just like you're telling me. And they try to.
No. Don't pin that. Pin my. Fuck. Here, I'll just repaste it.
Detectives want suspects to think they know more than they actually do, or that they're about to find some crucial piece of evidence, leaving suspects panicking about how much police actually know. Investigators want suspects to feel the time pressure to confess, implying that it's in the suspect's best interest to do so before it's too late.
I will be the first person to come forward because I want it out.
So let me ask you, how did you call for help? You tried to.
How do
I use my nose?
So they didn't take your phone in. They left your phone there.
They asked me if I had a phone, and I told them no. And they asked him.
How'd you get to it?
I wiggled on my side.
Where was it?
I was on this side of the upstairs, and it was shoved up underneath the edge of the bed on this side of the upstairs.
Who did you call?
My mother was the first number on my call list. I just used my face. And
so instead of calling 911 for help, you called your mother?
How do you press 911 with your face?
Well, how did you dial your mother with your face?
I didn't dial my mother. I just pushed the first thing that was on there. Yeah, I just happened to use
How do I pin that?
Although Samantha may believe this is a reasonable explanation,
how do I pin
you'll
this?
encounter another witness who will tell the sheriff's office that they observed Samantha with her phone simply laying on her lap in the aftermath of the attack. Next, the sheriff wants to hear about what's been going on in Samantha's personal life.
Well,
you guys are still beefing?
Now see, here's something I don't understand. Now, you can help explain to me. You talk about how much you love Ernie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But though you're talking to Brian, you're talking to Alan.
I'm not allowed to have friends because I'm married.
Oh, no. No, not that kind of friend. When people like you, no, you think it's normal for married people to...
In the world nowadays, in general, I think more people our age. I wish I could marry somebody like my dad. He's great for my mother. There's nobody else ever that could turn his eyes from her.
Bro, I don't know how to pin comments.
God knows I didn't marry anyone.
Show me 10K.
He cheated on me more than once, and I think every once in a while to hear that I'm beautiful and to hear that I am an attractive person and that I am not.
You're not beautiful and you're not attractive.
It's nice.
This could be an attempt to not only justify her actions in talking to other guys, but it could also be a deliberate attempt to portray her husband in a negative light. She's hinting toward verbal abuse by claiming that he would tell her how horrible she is. This seems especially unusual given the fact that her husband is still missing. Most people would avoid speaking ill of a loved one who's missing or recently deceased. She may be setting up a possible defense if it's later proven that she was involved in his disappearance.
You guys are ruthless, bro.
Yeah, Ernie, you ever looked at your phone?
Yes, all the time.
Did he see those messages where you've been talking to them yet?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Nothing. He didn't particularly like it, but after what he put me through, he told me as long as I didn't bring anything home or do anything at the house, then he didn't want to hear about it, he didn't want to know about it. And I told him, I'm not cheating on you. Yeah, these guys tell me I'm beautiful, and they tell me that I'm, and I go out to my mom's house, and I go to the bar, and I go dancing.
Earlier, Samantha claimed that she didn't go out much and was just a stay-at-home mom. Now the detectives are questioning her about the guy she was talking to, she suddenly changes her story. She may have given the first statement because it supported the narrative she was trying to weave about how she was a homebody who didn't know anyone who could be involved in her husband's disappearance. However, now that detectives have evidence of her texts with other guys, she needs to support this new narrative.
And yeah, I may have a little too much to drink if someone says, hey, can I have your number? And I may give it to them, but that's as far as it goes.
Samantha seems preoccupied.
You do that shit, bitch. You ain't staying at my crib.
Given her repeated use of the word to describe herself, this could be a possible indication of her having narcissistic traits.
Anyway, sorry, like, this little button came up on the corner of my screen, and I pushed it, and now my lighting is different, and it's making my face look all splotchy, and I don't know if I like it. I'm a little vain, I guess.
A narcissist requires excessive admiration. She may have felt like she didn't get the recognition from her husband that she felt entitled to, so she sought out that attention from other men.
Hey, in your statement, you might want to just go ahead and write in there after you talk about having the back. You might just want to talk about and put in there that you had been friends with.
So bad. Hold on, we're doing that. Everybody's gonna want
you're single and I can come in and get you. And just use that as a point.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I may know something without even realizing I know something.
The detective is laying groundwork for the theme development stage of the read technique by suggesting that one of the men who was interested in her had something to do with her husband's disappearance. If she can admit to this possibility, it will be easier for her to later admit to having knowledge of it, and then eventually to her confessing that she was actively involved. When the sheriff mentions that perhaps one of her male acquaintances set this up to make her single, she grasps at this idea as another motive. She may be realizing her story and acting aren't going over as well as she'd imagined. Once again, she's the victim. It seems she'll do anything to deflect attention from herself.
This bitch is a whore.
Things blew up. He laid his hands on him. I put criminal trespass on his sister because she was acting crazy and harassing me. My friend David Smith had talked to me earlier, saying I can buy later that night. I told him it was probably not the best idea. What? Ernie gonna be there?
Who's this David Smith?
He called again and reported that he was there. Then, when he realized that I intended on giving him the chance to be the better person he says he's going to be, and to go through the criminal trespass or the
I think he might have dipped
anger
in
management
jail.
Courses, and
I think he might have. I think he might be scoping your profile out to come back and clap
what
back.
he says he's going to do, and I'm going to give him that chance out of home on his own.
Sosa,
without having a judge
bro.
to force him to do it.
So are you got a lot of anger issues?
Yes,
is he jealous?
Yes.
Is he very jealous of you?
This is different than what she said earlier about how Ernie told her she could do whatever with whomever, as long as it wasn't at their house. Samantha appears to enjoy being in the role of the damsel in distress, and having David Smith and these other men come and save her from her allegedly abusive husband. This is another example of Samantha's need for attention, which is common among individuals with narcissistic personality disorder.
Yes. David Smith hit him up because me and him had been hanging out. I hadn't intended on ever hearing from Dagon again, Ernie. I had never intended on speaking to him again. He cheated on me, he laid his hands on me. I was done. Well, his sister talked his way back in, and he said he loves you, blah, blah, blah. He wants to be with you. Well, I was on a Skype conversation with him, and David was at the house, and he heard it.
What did he do?
He got freaking furious and started freaking out on me and treating me like crap and threatening me. David, this guy that was a friend and only a friend, wanted to be with me. And when he realized that I had intended on going back to my husband, he freaked out.
I need to find out where David lives. If you say this close to you, I need to find out where he lives at.
Well, Sosa, he's a new, and I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on nobody. It ain't my beef.
Hey,
you're right. That's why I'm saying I ain't speaking on nobody. I know.
Would you mind me speaking to my mother before I completely agree to that?
Well, now if you have nothing to hide, why don't you talk to your mama?
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have said that because like the only reason I'm streaming the way I'm streaming right now is because of Sosa, and I'm not even trying to glaze or not. But like the shit you see right up here, my usernames and shit, Sosa. The chat, Sosa.
Because it's nothing against you personally, but just cops in general, you hear such negative things and how they are not out to help you, and CPS is the same way, and I just kind of want to get my mom and dad's opinion on if it's in my best interest.
You know what? I think?
What do you think?
I think it's not going to be long. I've been lying your butt up, what I think. I think you've been lying to me this whole time. You did get them right. I think you're a liar, what I think. I think you know exactly who did this, and I'm buying your freaking story where I'm at.
W cop. Maybe he would have been the reason I'm streaming
now. I think. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's just get on with it.
It seems that the interrogator's anger is an intended tactic here.
It is.
It evokes the desired reaction from Samantha, but it can also be a setback to the overall interrogation's progress.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't ever like when I won't ever disrespect anybody's streaming, like even if you do have 3 views, bro. Because look at me, I'm no better, and I'm just I ain't trying to beef with nobody. That's why I'm like, bro. Let's just smoke and be chill, man.
Trust created is now gone.
I know you are. Sosa. I know how you get down, bro. So
he's only when there's overwhelming evidence.
That's why I'm like, let's just chill, man.
Hearing this, Samantha may be experiencing the freeze response here.
I understand this is trolling, and if you're getting trolled, you're obviously doing something right. So that's how I think of it.
Open.
Create spellbinding campaigns with full funnel advertising.
Ew. That was a man.
When someone senses danger, such as Samantha realizing here that police don't buy her story one bit, they may cease all movement. This is an instinctual response to danger. Movement invites attention, so freezing may make someone momentarily feel like they can lower the spotlight on them.
That's why I say I've tried to really be honest with you.
And that's why I feel that you have done nothing.
This bitch is a liar.
If I'm gonna tell you right now, DPS is ain't good. If he had nothing to hide, and what bothers me is you to hesitate.
Oh my God, he's back. Sosa. He's back. Don't be beefing. No. We're not beefing. We're not beefing. No. We're not hurting nobody. Nobody's getting hurt, YouTube. Nobody's getting hurt in this video. They are talking about GTA.
But what's going to make you guilty is when we prove that you lied to us in here.
The sheriff indicates that lying will essentially make her guilty.
Will I get in trouble on YouTube for the chat?
This is somewhat misleading. Though, as stated previously, the police are legally allowed to mislead suspects so long as they do not coerce them into a confession. Nevertheless, the inconsistencies between Samantha's statements and the evidence could be used to suggest that she is aware of.
And then there's Matty Ice. Hey, fuck 2K and fuck out EA. Dude, I'm dead ass, bro. I'm dead ass. I might not get 2K or EA. I might not get either one of them. They just look so fucking bad.
Her own guilt and is using lies to cover it up. Therefore, the investigator is trying to establish knowledge of guilt, or more commonly referred to as consciousness of guilt. This is most often established by circumstantial evidence related to the suspect's actions or inactions after a crime.
That is the case, and I do know who did it and why they did it.
Okay.
Doesn't that make me like an accomplice?
Nope, it sure don't. No, that makes you a scared mother with children.
Interestingly, Samantha asked the sheriff about being an accomplice. The law usually treats accomplices just as it would principals, meaning that accomplices can face exactly the same legal penalties. Most states hold a person criminally liable if they aid or abet another in the commission of a crime. The classic example of this is a getaway driver for a bank robbery. Importantly, this is a distinct concept from conspiracy. A conspiracy is when 2 or more people make an agreement to commit a crime, and at least one individual.
I'm just gonna let this go because it's beefing about games.
Within the group takes some as long as you guys aren't towards committing the crime. In such a case, all conspiracy.
Hey, Matt and Alec 1v1. Alec, this is a perfect streaming opportunity for you. I will be the host. We got, we got Matty Ice. Yeah, bet. That's what I'm saying. All right, bet. Sweeter friend, come on. Let's set it up.
Conspirators are criminally liable for the conspiracy.
The only other thing I know, I don't even know. I know, but it's suspicious.
Okay.
I've been up in the hospital with my friend Charlotte.
Okay.
And she's got a guy there, and I swear to God, I cannot go up there tonight.
Yeah, I know. Matt is too. A cookie and PGA, bro. He said some PGA. You guys are gonna go golf, bro.
Because they have a lot of friends around.
Or is that
here,
tennis?
and I
No, that's golf.
Okay.
But the only other thing I know is venting to her and talking to her about problems. Like I just told you, I have a problem with talking to my friends about our problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have many of them. So when I do get with one of my friends, I want to talk about any problems we might have had. And honestly, lately it hasn't been many.
Okay.
We have had problems in the past, and I haven't seen Charlotte in a long time.
Okay, come on with it.
Go on with it. He's like, come on, man.
And he gets talking about how a man should treat a woman that way.
Hey, but real shit, guys. Thank you for viewing this shit while you guys are at work. Alec, Matty Ice, and Sosa. Real shit. No trolling BS. Real shit. I thank you guys for watching the stream while you guys are working. That's real W support, bro. That's real W support. All you guys.
I didn't take him seriously.
Okay, you see, Sam, you know who did this. But that does not make
I
you
don't have any proof that he did. I just have what he said.
Okay, who is this guy?
His name's John.
John who?
His Facebook is Rebel. John Rebel. It's John. I don't truly know his last name, but his Facebook says John Rebel.
At this point, it seems Samantha's crime could be attributed to the fact that her story isn't yielding the results she hoped for, rather than because Dagan is missing. This behavior is consistent with her narcissistic tendencies. At this time, Samantha first mentions an acquaintance known as John Rebel. Herein begins a turning point in this complex story, as a new persona begins to evolve.
He's got a brother named Greg. He's got a really bad history as far as...
Who's Greg?
Why are we bringing up Greg? Bro, Greg right here.
I was told he's an informant.
I'm not a fucking informant. I'm not an informant. Swear to God, I'm not an informant.
Greg's last name.
Where does John live?
I don't know. I know that he's been staying with Charlotte.
So if he did this, who do you think he bring with him?
I don't know any of his friends. But yesterday at the hospital, he had...
Hey, Sosa, I just thanked you guys for being in the stream. I really do appreciate your support and all that shit. I just want to make sure you knew that too, bro.
From town with him.
For real. I appreciate all... Because I know you be watching my stream at work and shit.
Hey, Rhymes.
Samantha is beginning to let all of the cats out of the bag. In just a few short minutes, she's implicated John Rebel, who will soon be identified as John Sanford, and Tay, whom investigators will learn is a man by the name of Octavius Rhymes. The pace of the investigation is beginning...
He's got them MJ eyes, bruh. He's got them Michael Jordan eyes.
...to accelerate, and will continue to pick up speed as the disturbing details begin to surface.
Did they do something to let you know that there was them inside the house?
No, 1,000% particular, but I'm pretty sure it was him. The voice and the way he was talking all gangster and...
You pull yourself together and get to writing, and we need to arrest these folks and keep them off the street where they can't hurt you and your children.
There was a third person with them.
Okay, who do you think it was?
He's got people that stayed with him.
Bitch, get the fuck out. Like, come on.
We were in the hospital to get before this happened in my house.
Yes.
Tay was with him. There was another guy, I don't know his name, but he pretty much fits the bill of the third guy.
There were 3 people?
Yes, at the house there was 3 people. And at the hospital yesterday, you can look at the cameras, there was 3 people.
So they have on a video camera there at the
At
hospital?
the hospital, yes.
Okay.
There was Tay and that guy and this third party. The one that I said was basically like the ringleader that was blasting everybody around. The other two really didn't talk much other than a word here and there. But it was the big guy, the third party that was at the hospital.
She claims not to have known the third man at the hospital, but she's prepared to shift all of the blame in his direction.
The only thing I know about the heavyset dude is they called him JoJo, but they told me that wasn't his name. They said I believe they said it was Jose.
Samantha reveals quite a bit about this third person. Samantha gives a detailed story about where JoJo lives and knows that everybody calls him JoJo, despite saying just moments ago that she just met these individuals. Also, another significant item to note. Do you recall when the corporal at the scene learned of a ping on Dagan's phone from dispatch?
What's the puppy doing? The dog! What's the dog doing?
He asked Samantha if she knew anyone in Pittsburgh, and she had no reply. Well, it turns out she did. Tay and JoJo were both residing in Pittsburgh. She heads out for a smoke break as members of the sheriff's office prepare to head to the local hospital, determined to intercept two suspects that have been frequenting Charlotte's room for days. Both John and JoJo were apprehended at the hospital at 9:39 a.m. As you'll see, each interrogation will be damning, to say the least. The clock now reads 10:10 a.m. The other party that was picked up at the hospital by the sheriff's office, a man by the name of John Sanford, a.k.a. John Rebel, is seated in the interrogation room. He's dressed in black pants and a black long-sleeve shirt. The clothes match Samantha's description of the assailant's dress provided to law enforcement. Clearly, John is quite comfortable here. He may be thinking that if he engages with law enforcement, they'll believe him or go easy on him.
John, you know what this is about, eh? You know exactly what it is. You know what happened over at Samantha's house last night. That's what we got. That's what we want to talk to you about, okay? I'm going to randomize you. You know your rights. You don't have to talk to me if you don't want to, and that's fine. I hope you decide to, because I think there's some things you probably need to tell me. Your side of the story. They say it's going to match Samantha's, because Samantha, well, I'll be honest with you, she won't finger JoJo. She said he was with you. Now, do you want to talk to me just a little bit about this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you what they're saying first. Because I think you'll be honest, because our bear's dead. He's dead.
Damn.
Now, according to Samantha, you was just a bystander. Why, JoJo beat the living crap out of her in the room where y'all blood collecting evidence.
Anytime there are multiple suspects involved in a crime, police will want to separate them as soon as possible, so they don't have a chance to get their stories aligned. Police may often plant the seed of doubt that the others are implicating them, leaving each suspect with the decision dilemma of whether to confess or remain silent. The detective is also utilizing a read technique here of placing blame on an outside source rather than on the suspect himself. This will make it easier for John to admit his involvement, because the detective is building the theme that John was just a bystander and not the main perpetrator. Additionally, in this situation, it's likely that there are no real bystanders from a legal standpoint. Under a theory of accomplice liability, if the prosecution can prove that John aided or abetted the murder of Dagan, John would be in the same legal jeopardy as the person who pulled the trigger.
Okay, this all started yesterday. Like you said, yeah, we talked to her about her problem with her husband and all that. Mm-hmm. Never did I plot to kill a guy. I have a problem with males hitting females.
And I do too.
She did say that there's been times it's crossed her mind to do stupid shit, this and that.
Like what?
Like, basically, like, get somebody, f them off, like, not kill them, but like just beat the out of them, set them up, shit like that, right? And I told her, I said, well, damn. I said, you're talking to somebody that can do that, but I wasn't going to, though.
John now begins his account of the previous night, beginning with a quick stop at Samantha's house.
JoJo had keys. He's passenger seat.
In front?
Yeah, passenger.
Who's driving?
I drove because...
Okay. Who was with you?
It was me, JoJo, and the dude in the back seat I had never seen a day in my life. Except for, I do know...
What's his name?
All I know he was related to Tay.
Yeah, because I think I know who he is.
John indicates that someone related to Tay was in the back seat, and that Tay wasn't with the three of them in the car.
I okay, let me rephrase that. I have seen them because I have been running around Pittsburgh, but unless they live on Cypress Street, I don't know who they are.
Okay, I got you. Okay, well, go ahead. Y'all all three together.
So,
you're driving, but you didn't have the keys.
Didn't have the keys, and I really didn't have a choice because I like my life.
John seems to be trying to suggest that it was actually JoJo who was directing the scheme, and now seems to be implying that JoJo threatened him into driving. Notably, duress can be a defense to some crimes. However, it's typically not a defense to the crime of murder. John gives his rendition of what occurred at the Ibarra home.
They go in, I'm the only person that knows the layout of the house. So JoJo asked me, like, where they sleep at? And I just walked up, stopped, and told them to look upstairs. They didn't go up. I have to go up in the middle. It was JoJo, me, and then the last dude would go up. And that's when all hell broke loose. Beat the living hell out of the dude. Honestly, me personally, I do not believe Samantha really had a hand to play in it. I think that what she was saying just kind of got too far.
Okay, so what happened? Who beat the hell out of you?
JoJo and another guy.
John is awkwardly using his hands as he talks, despite being handcuffed. People may increase their use of illustrators to make their lies sound more believable or give off the impression that their story is true. Jose Jojo Ponce is in the hot seat. Needless to say, things aren't looking good for Jojo, who's now dressed in orange prison attire.
Jonathan is really putting this whole thing on you and said that you're the one that wanted to go in there, and he kept saying that you said something about like maybe you had a bad dope deal that went bad.
I don't even know. Matter of fact, I specifically told them when she told me who her husband was, right there in our Texas house. When she told me his name, I told them. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know them.
JoJo said, well, what do you think you can do? You think you can come up with 20 grand in 5 minutes?
John mentions that JoJo demands Dagan produce $20,000 within 5 minutes if he wants to fix things. This is almost exactly what Samantha told the police. This could be because it's true. However, if you watch Samantha's interrogation footage, it's clear that she's trying to paint the incident as drug-related.
Cause this. Asking for compensation, $20,000.
And this may simply be a story that the group concocted to tell the police.
JoJo told me, all right, stay here and watch him. Dude's out cold. I'm talking about folded up, basically like literally like this on the ground. When we got outside the house, they had him up against the truck and still down the back, had his face down like this.
What part of the truck?
The hood of the truck.
Okay, that makes sense. That's where, okay.
The investigator catches himself here, just before he almost lets out a piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Retaining key evidence as a way to corroborate testimony, and also to tie physical evidence to one or more suspects.
They went through the truck. And at this point, when I start thinking, damn, what the dude want? Because they put the dude in the back seat. So we leave. As we're going, we're telling I go here, whoa, I'm driving.
Ooh.
We go all the way out to the country. Get out to the country. Next thing I know, they walk off. They're like, go start the vehicle. He throws me the keys. So I'm like, the So I start running back to the vehicle, and in my mind process, this is my neck of the woods now.
You know where you're at?
Yeah. This is my neck of the woods.
We're going to go out there, me and you. We're going back out there. Because everything you're saying so far is matching 100%.
Before I make the vehicle, all I hear is...
I was going to say, I'm thinking this guy's telling the truth.
Note that John is named JoJo as the trigger man. As you'll see, there won't be a consensus when it comes to this brutal aspect of the crimes.
Hey, listen, man, everybody done pulled the trigger. You be the one to pull the trigger.
That's what I'm saying, dude, and I didn't.
Who pulled the trigger?
Jonathan.
Despite claiming that John pulled the trigger, there are still at least 2 ways in which JoJo could still be criminally liable for the murder. First, under a theory of accomplice liability, if the prosecution can prove that JoJo aided or abetted or had the requisite intent for John's murder of Dagan. Second, if the prosecution can prove that JoJo had entered into an agreement with Samantha or John to carry out the murder, he could be charged with conspiracy to commit murder. The sheriff seems satisfied that he's gathered all pertinent information from John. He leads John out of the room. The next task is the somber duty of locating and recovering Dagan's body.
You need 3 cushy layers of
Sheriff Tim Ingram and investigator Aaron Baxter, along with their helpful suspect John Sanford, depart the sheriff's office as Chief Deputy John Livingston follows closely behind in Aaron's vehicle. Aaron wears a body camera to document the events that are about to transpire. Be forewarned, things are about to take a drastic turn for the worse as members of the Titus County Sheriff's Office begin to uncover the true horrors that occurred earlier that very morning.
What do you think, cuz, what the bad girl is? You think he's over there? I honestly don't know. Who one of them, cuz, is up in case the real talk to you? Who's gonna know this guy's gonna get quick, free? Tries to do anything. Anybody gets for everything. So that's what everybody calls the cuz.
The sheriff asks John who will be able to identify the mysterious third party, known to us only as Cuz. We'll soon learn his true identity.
Yeah, see the body. Yeah. That's it. Definitely did. Okay. What we need to do now? Oh yeah, he's dead. He's not gonna be alive. What we need to do now is two of us need to break off and take him and use the recorder and let's go get that gun.
Sadly, Dagan's body is located at 11:28 a.m. Aaron places a call to the Camp County Sheriff to alert him of the murder within his jurisdiction. Meanwhile, back at the Titus County Sheriff's Office, an anxious and fidgety Samantha has returned to the interrogation room. The clock now reads 11:45 a.m. It seems Samantha hasn't been informed that Dagan was located deceased approximately 17 minutes earlier. While the members of the sheriff's office are locating the potential murder weapon, Samantha occupies herself by writing on the dry erase board in the interrogation room. Just as Samantha leaves the room as the clock reads 11:58 a.m., Aaron's body camera recording resumes. The sheriff, John the suspect, and the two investigators, Aaron and John, head to the home where the gun is believed to have been stashed. Note that the woman seated on the front step of the home is Lacona Slayton. Her connection to the case will be revealed to you shortly.
Hey, what? Thank you, I appreciate it, man. We'll take it for a minute, we'll be done.
Thank you.
Hey, John, where's it gun at?
It was out here, but it's apparently not out here.
Who got it?
I don't know. Y'all arrested me.
Why ain't it out here?
I don't know. No, I swear to God.
I'm at the box, and the box is
a lockbox.
So you already knew that I was involved in it?
No, she has no
didn't
clue.
know about
She has no clue about nothing. I'm telling you that now. So I haven't. She has no clue about nothing.
Here's the deal, all right? We need the gun. You could be charged with the same thing.
She would.
I know what the.
You could be an accomplice to murder, capital murder. That's death penalty. So if you know where the gun's at,
She knows where the gun's at.
you
She
need
got the
to
box.
go
I
ahead and
don't
tell
know
us.
where the guns at. I just told you that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more opportunity.
Dude, you can handcuff me. I don't know where the gun is.
That's probably about to happen because I think you're a liar. You got the freaking box. You got the dead gun.
Where'd the gun go then?
I don't
So
know.
why'd you get the box?
I don't care, man. I didn't do
It's or you must be about as low life as that husband of yours.
him husband.
Well, you with him. About the same thing.
Whatever.
The sheriff and Lacona are referring to JoJo here.
Oh yeah, you remember now? Come on, get that box, that gun in, don't you?
No, I remember to come home and check the box.
So the gun's not in the tent?
I don't know. Go check the tent. I don't know.
Is it okay if I check the
yes,
tent?
Yes, it is okay.
Okay. And where's it at?
Right behind the house.
Okay.
After a dramatically heated exchange with Lacona, the sheriff and Aaron head to the tent, which currently serves as Lacona's home, to attempt to locate the gun. A search in this case does not require a warrant. When someone with a controlling interest gives permission to search a premises, including a tent, it's an exception to the warrant requirement. Back at the sheriff's office, Samantha is again writing on the dry erase board. As a couple of written questions are directed at the sheriff's office, she continues to put on a show. These behaviors are once again very childlike and immature. Oftentimes, individuals with personality disorders will display immature behaviors. In high-stress situations in particular, they often regress, and these behaviors become much more evident.
There you go, right there. I bet you. Consider it Oprah, the gun. Well,
Peter had his gun.
Why the hell would I tell you to go look in the tent?
It wasn't in the tent.
Well, I don't know where the...
All we want is the truth.
Man, I'm telling you, all I know is the guy told me that they were suspects in a murder case. The first thing that popped in my head was that gun. It was not the box where it was always at, and I don't know what the is going on, but I want to know.
Okay, well, just like the other officer told you, we're investigating a murder. All right? There was a guy killed last night. He was executed. He wasn't supposed to have it, was he?
No.
Convicted felon or?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, that guy's got a family, and they're going to want to know what happened to their son and father. I mean, the guy's got kids, young kids. And so,
hey, you got the KD7s on? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We just want to. We're just trying to gather the facts up and get justice for this guy's family. Is there anything that you can tell me at this point that will help us with our investigation?
Other than that, if I think he would have did something like that, yeah, because he's pulled it on me before.
He's pulled the gun out on you before?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I prayed, but damn, I didn't think I was going to split up with him like this.
This important piece of information, which was uncovered due to the officer's control question, may explain why Lacona didn't reveal the gun's location. It's possible that if she did know where it was, she kept the location secret for a much different reason than avoiding trouble herself or protecting someone else. Instead, she may have been fearful of retaliation from JoJo if she talked. We've yet to hear JoJo's side of the story, but it's going to be hard to dig himself out of the hole that seems to be getting deeper by the minute. The members of the sheriff's office depart with the recovered weapon that was believed to have been used to execute Dagan. Investigator Aaron Baxter sits down with Lacona on February 24th, just 4 days after Dagan was killed. During our last encounter with Lacona, when the handgun was retrieved near the tent that served as her place of residence, she seemed to insinuate that her days with JoJo were numbered. However, she initially referred to JoJo as her fiancé at this meeting. It may be that she had a change of heart and decided against ending the volatile relationship after all. As a result, she may be less forthcoming in her interview than the sheriff's office would have hoped.
You know, the other day when we were over there with it young, what made you think that gun was used to just had a good feeling?
I just had that feeling. It was a feeling because I don't know, it was just a feeling.
You said that Jose pointed at you before?
Yeah, in the past, but he would never he would use phones very fast. When it comes to other people, he's not mean. He's a coward. When it came to me, it was different.
I just told Stephen account. He always backed down from like people. And I just don't understand. I don't see. I just don't understand. What? Why? Jonathan didn't even know her. As far as I knew, Jonathan was the one that knew her. Then I found out Tay's known her, Jonathan's known her. JoJo didn't know her, so why would he?
Lacona seems genuinely confused about the conspiracy and why JoJo would participate, seeing as he hadn't met Samantha until the day before the murder. According to future testimony provided
Bro was
by
looking
John,
for an excuse
the
to
three
kill
men
somebody.
smoked methamphetamine while en route to the Ibarra household.
Told you.
Perhaps this claim could explain the violent behavior seemingly uncharacteristic of JoJo.
Yep.
So once you ever found that gun in my tent, I promise you did.
Where do you think I found it?
I know exactly where you found it, which is in the spot that Jonathan hit it.
Jonathan put it there? Seriously?
Yes.
JoJo seems to believe that by knowing where it had been hidden, he can somehow pin the murder on John.
Bro, you just putting that shit on you, gang. I'm not even gonna lie.
Where Jonathan has a pistol at?
Yeah, look at it.
Whose pistol is it?
Jonathan's.
Where did he get it?
Big thing.
Clearly, JoJo's story is not agreeing with John's version of events. Most significantly, JoJo claims the gun that was allegedly used to murder Dagan belongs to John, though JoJo is unsure where or how John obtained it.
Alright, and the gun that we got out from under the house, that's the gun that I guess it belonged to Jose.
It was mine. It was a gift to me from him. It was mine.
Okay.
Most importantly, perhaps, Lacona confirms that the handgun that was recovered near the tent belongs to her and JoJo, not John.
What I need to do, I've got Samantha's version.
Samantha is the ringleader. I never met her until yesterday.
So you just up there with Charlotte and him, that's when you met.
That's when I met Samantha. And I met her 5 kids. Mm-hmm. We all left. We get to Walmart. We're at Walmart for a little bit. All of a sudden, Octavia's mom walks up to me. Said, man, I gotta go. I said, why? He said, my mom's calling because the answer and I better get a call. So I went to go find Jonathan real quick and asked Jonathan if he can give us up, me and my wife right home, back to the house. When Jonathan took me home that afternoon, though, Octavius was home. Octavius ended up leaving with Jonathan. They left together. Me and my wife stayed home. All of a sudden, I left the 7 or 8. That's the last time they showed back up. This time, they showed up with Octavius, Jonathan, Samantha, and the kids. Jonathan pulled me to the side. Take her and talk to me. I don't know what's up. He's like, look. Oh, girl, talking about Samantha. Uh-huh. He said, Samantha, wants us to, do something. And he wouldn't tell me full details until we went to the place. All of a sudden, he said, look, I just need you to stand guard.
JoJo describes what is called a criminal conspiracy between himself and John to commit the crime of kidnapping. Another important revelation is JoJo's claim that Tay was a willing participant in the conspiracy, despite Samantha's and John's initial reluctance to implicate him. It turns out that old Cuz was actually Tay all along. Let's hear it straight from the source. Meet Octavius Tay Rhymes, whose identity Samantha and John attempted to conceal initially. Tay had requested a meeting with the Titus County Sheriff's Office with the intention of getting a deal in the works. However, Tay was informed that he'd need his lawyer to handle the negotiating with the DA's office. While seated with investigator Wayne Minor, Tay went ahead and pleaded his case.
I just spoke to y'all a lot of work, but I admit to y'all, that I was in the vicinity when they took the dude from his home, but I didn't know, I didn't realize that they were planning on doing. So like I said, yeah, I know y'all ran my criminal background history already. I don't have a violent background, I don't have no felonies, no misdemeanors. No, I've never been in no serious trouble like this ever. So I'm trying to work with y'all, but I can't really give y'all no more information if no deal on the table.
Striking a deal is quite common in criminal cases, especially those with multiple defendants. Often, the prosecution will offer a more lenient sentence to the accused in exchange for the accused providing information to the police or agreeing to testify against one of the other defendants. However, it's important to note that a criminal defendant cannot make a deal with the police. Only the prosecutors are authorized to make deals with defendants. Therefore, any sort of deal that the police make with Tay wouldn't have any legal effect, unless, of course, such a deal was approved by the prosecutor's office.
I stayed downstairs the entire time.
But she whistled.
That means she was downstairs. Because like I said, me, Octavius, and
How'd she whistle? Was it like that or?
Yeah, like that. That's what I'm saying. She was downstairs. She had to have been.
But you didn't see her?
No.
And so who went back in when she did? Jonathan did.
And all of a sudden, Jonathan comes back out and says, "Come here, to talk to you." We walk over here. He's like, her mom just called, said she's that a friend, she's sending a friend over to see her or whatever, something like that. He's like, so she said, we got to go, we need to go now.
JoJo claims that Samantha told them to move quickly. Records indicate that she called her mother to alert her of the attack. Because her mother's home was an hour's drive from Samantha's, she assumed that would give the men ample time to leave the premises with Dagan. What Samantha didn't anticipate was that her mother would send a nearby aunt to her rescue. There's no way JoJo could have known this bit of information if Samantha wasn't in on the ruse.
And so we left.
They arrive at a secluded area that serves as their destination.
Tay looking at me, I'm looking at him. Jonathan looks back at us. Jonathan pulls it out, he's holding it. All of a sudden, I tell him, man, dude, you're too close, dude. You shouldn't take the man's life, but you're too close to the road. Tay's looking, Tay's like, man, you really are. He said, it's gonna be loud.
This moment is key, as with this statement, JoJo may have just admitted to being an accomplice to Dagan's murder. By admitting to the sheriff that he told John to move further from the road before killing Dagan, prosecutors could argue that JoJo attempted to aid John in his murder of Dagan, leaving JoJo equally culpable for it.
All right, hold on a second. Here we go. And I'll be right back.
While JoJo waits for the sheriff to return, he's well aware that the camera is still rolling.
I don't understand how that. They're gonna blame me for shit that he did.
Okay.
I don't like because he asked me for help.
So you know what time that they took Samantha home? To be honest, I believe it was before midnight, but I couldn't really tell you the time. I don't remember the times. I think it was before midnight though, because she was talking about how the kids were getting sleepy and she needed to get to the house. Something about her man was asleep or something and she didn't want him waking up and getting mad at her.
No question about it. Samantha has been caught in a lie. Cell tower records give us the real story. Despite Samantha's attempts to deceive law enforcement, her phone wasn't near her home until approximately 10:30 p.m. on February 19th, just a few hours before the invasion. A major development in the case occurs just 3 days after the murder of Dagan, though it would be a stretch to say it came as a shock. Samantha is arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping and murder. In the end, the failed conspiracy resulted in lengthy prison terms for all involved. John and JoJo pleaded guilty the following year, in April of 2016. They received 50-year sentences for their roles in Dagan's kidnapping and murder. Months later, in December of 2016, Tay went on trial. It didn't go as he'd hoped, however. He was found guilty of murder and aggravated kidnapping, and was sentenced to a total of 93 years. Last but not least came the mastermind behind the whole terribly designed plot. Samantha went on trial for Dagan's murder in September of 2017. Not surprisingly, she was found guilty. She was sentenced to 99 years. In addition, she received another 50 years for the kidnapping to be served consecutively with her murder sentence. To this day, it is still unknown who pulled the trigger and killed Dagan.
What up? I just finished that live. Hey, YouTube, that's going to do it for this video, man. I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll be right back with another video.